Good morning, Clement. This is Cynthia. Oh, what a tragedy is South Africa. Who is using us now? I've got one word for anybody, is investigate how 152 reluctant people who are exhausted from a country that's ravished are used as pawns. Please investigate. Please investigate, because this story sounds like a very interesting story.
Morning, Clement. Regarding the Palestinians who were stuck at OR Tambo, I don't agree with Dr. Suleiman when he says there must be an investigation against Home Affairs officials. Because, we are now in a situation like with our police whereby we are questioning them to say, if you are given an instruction, even if it's wrongful from your managers or like your line manager, are you just gonna do it blindly? So Dr. Suleiman should let Home Affairs do the work that they're supposed to do. So it is not their fault. They are not the ones that put us in this situation.
Yeah, and also, guys, if the Border Management Authority had decided to just allow people without following the normal processes into the country, and then you find out later certain people were allowed who shouldn't have been allowed to disembark, who do you think is going to take accountability? It's not the ministers, right? So the Border Management Authority has released a statement outlining what they've done and why there were delays at the airport. And the worry now is, had they just done whatever without the minister's letter, where there's an appreciation of the special circumstances and there's a deviation from the normal regulations and rules, then the accounting authority and the Border Management Authority is the one who's going to take the flag. All right, let's get some clarity now. Let's get some clarity now with Hanan Jarrar, who is the ambassador of the State of Palestine to the Republic of South Africa, Namibia, Lesotho, and Malawi, who's going to join us on the line in a few moments to just explain to us what really transpired yesterday. Ambassador Jarrar, thank you so much for making time for us. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for hosting me.
Let's start with just the basics of what happened yesterday. My understanding is that you did go and meet with the Palestinians that arrived on this chartered flight. Where are they coming from, and do we know who paid for that chartered flight?
Yes. First of all, I would love to salute South African government and for its outstanding position on what happened yesterday. That position stems from two major things. First of all, the human perspective, and second, the international law and the solidarity with the Palestinian people as well. As for what happened yesterday, we received 153 Palestinians on a plane that was coming initially from an Israeli airport, an airbase, taking people. All the people were coming from Gaza, families, children, and families mainly. And obviously, these people were misled by a non-governmental organization that is it's virtual, online, but it's like obviously an organized organization that was created for the purpose of evacuating or taking out people from Gaza, making use of the desperate situation of the Palestinian people in Gaza after 2 years of genocide to evacuate them, taking into consideration that no one is allowed to go inside Gaza or to go outside Gaza. So what happened is that that plane, which has no clear commercial commercial name or brand, let's say, was flying in a very suspicious way from Ramon Airport in Israel, as I mentioned, into Nairobi, Kenya, and then arrived to Johannesburg. What make it the incident happen that this is not the first flight that comes in this way. This is the second flight in 2 weeks that brings all the flight was Palestinians evacuated from Gaza through the same organization that follow the same route, let's say, in taking people outside from Palestine to Gaza. Of course, the identity of the party that chartered the flight from Palestine, from Gaza, let's say, or from Israel, because they were chartered from Ramon Air Base in southern Israel, and then they had a connected flight from Nairobi, remains unclear. We don't know who are they, because as soon as a problem arises, and the South African authorities, which of course they have all the right to suspect any flight that there is something suspicious and unclear, these organizers just disappear. They do not phone, they do not receive calls, they do not answer the clients, they do not do anything, which also put red flags for us as Palestinians and for the South African government.
Okay, so just to clarify, you were saying that there's an NGO that has been getting people out of Gaza. What are they saying exactly to people in Gaza to get them out? Are they saying, we've got an opportunity to take you to a new country, to start a new life? What exactly are they promising people in Gaza who end up getting on buses to Israel and to be chartered from Israel, then to these countries like Kenya, South Africa?
No, they don't promise anything. They say that, people are in despair. People are desperate to go out after 2 years of genocide. It's a human nature. It's normal that you want to go out at any way. So they say that what we can do is that we can help you. You pay us money. And some people, I was talking to some of the Palestinian citizens yesterday, the prices even vary. Some people are paying like $3,000 per person. Some families were paying $5,000 US
For what
per
exactly?
family. US dollars for family, only to take them out, to put them in a plane and to secure their landing in one of the countries, basically, that is granting waiver of visa requirements for Palestinians. Mainly, it was in Malaysia, Indonesia, South Africa, and some other countries also that do not require Palestinians to have a visa. They can have it on arrival. So they were making use of these things. No promises, nothing. Only the people are like promised to be taken out of Gaza.
But are they leaving Gaza under the guise of, okay, we'll go to those countries for a couple of months, or is it under the guise of, we want to go and live in those countries?
Most of the people that I met, they want to go outside for a period of time as like a time out, let's say, until the reconstruction process takes place. Mm-hmm. And then they want to go back. Definitely they want to go back. Yes, yesterday they were given the choice of asylum in South Africa with all the conditions as a normal people, but none of them applied for it, and none of them were interested in applying.
Which was my next question then, because then that complicates things. Because one, you can't be allowed in South Africa as a visitor because you don't have, your passport is not stamped, you don't have a return flight. But number two, you have not provided accommodation. So those are the conditions under our laws, part of the conditions. So, I think we've lost her there. Okay, we're going to try and get her back. I'm trying to understand, why are they not applying for asylum? But what I'm getting from the ambassador is that these are not people who really just wanted to come and live here and get a refugee status per se. They just wanted a break to go, and then they can go back to Gaza once the reconstruction process has begun. Ambassador, we've got you back on the line. I wanted to understand, why did they not want to apply for asylum?
Because they do not want to stay in South Africa for the rest of their lives. Because we were explaining to them, according to the rules and regulations of the Home Affairs that we received yesterday, if you want to apply for asylum, they will take your passport. You might not be able to travel. You might not be able to go out. And you might not be able to get your passport until you receive an answer. And it might take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it's upon. So they say like, no, we came here just for a temporary time to find, to go back to Gaza or to find another destination that is more suitable. Most of the people who came, they do not speak English, so they have a language barrier. Most of them, like, they just want to have a small break or maybe they can find their destination in other like country, but definitely they want to go back in Gaza.
Okay, so where are they going to live in South Africa? I know Gift of the Givers has come to provide some assistance. What exactly are they providing? How long? So they've got, 90 days? And is there a plan
Yes.
on what happens after the 90 days?
As like what I witnessed yesterday, I was with the people on the plane. Most of them, they want to leave to other countries because most of them, they went to Gaza, out of Gaza through this particular plane because this was the only plane, the only way that to take them out of Gaza. Some of them, they want to rejoin their families in other countries like Egypt, like Oman, like Germany, and so on. So I don't believe after the 90 days, we advise them to go out before the 90 days time finish. They will consider themselves as tourists. And then through this, even some of them, we received on the plane 53 passengers. Already 11 passengers has left yesterday on a flight to Australia to join their families. Another 6 left also to Egypt, also to join their families. So they are not staying here. They are here is like a temporary destination, just to find another solution for their situation.
Yeah.
And what South Africa did was really, really amazing because South Africa knows that this charter flight, the suspicion one that comes full with Palestinians, comes with one aim, which is empty the Palestinian territory from its people, an Israeli agenda. South Africa will never accept this, will never support this. But on the other hand, they handle it from a human perspective.
We've lost that line again. Something seems to be wrong with her line because this is actually the third time that it's cutting. Before I even spoke to her, while I was introducing her, the line cut. They had to bring her back again. But I think we've got the gist, right? If there's anything else that you still want me to clarify, please put it up on WhatsApp on 072 702 1702 and maybe we'll see if we can get it back. But I think I've got the gist here. These are people who have moved from Palestine. They apparently, according to the ambassador, were promised an opportunity to fly to other countries by an NGO that the ambassador believes is operated, probably organized by Israel, because these people were bused from Gaza to Israel and there was a plane that was chartered from Israel. How is it that we don't know the extent of the Israeli involvement in this? Because nobody can say for sure that it's Israel that chartered the plane. Who paid for a chartered flight to leave Israel and come all the way to Kenya and then come to South Africa? How can we not have that information? We have contacted the Israeli Prime Minister's spokesperson, and the response we got said, okay, they are considering our response. They said, okay, they told my producers that they've received our request. They are considering their response to the questions that my producer has already put to them. So as soon as they come through, I'll alert you. What do you think is at play here? Are you still confused? It's 28 after 9.